Libra, welcome to the Starseed channel. This is your reading for Chiron direct on the 23rd of December and also the Capricorn new moon on the 22nd of December. You've got a lot going on in your relationships, Libra, okay? And with Chiron, which is in Aries, a lot of childhood issues, a lot of memories of what happened and how did we get here kind of things going on. And then with the new moon, it's in your fourth house along with your family. So things will be going differently for you. From it's a new start in both of these. One is in your seventh house with the Chiron, and that's your house of partnerships. And then your and then the new moon happens in your fourth house, which is your house of family. So there may have been a lot going on for you, but let's see what we can do about that. All right. All right. It's time to speak your truth, Libra. Okay. It's time to speak your truth. You got sodalite. Okay. With sodalite, not only will you be speaking your truth, but you'll be speaking with wisdom, so more than likely you'll be coming from the heart. Remember though, that you are a mind sign. You speak with everything is coming from the intelligence and everything. And sometimes you might try to rationalize emotions and things like that, but you're more of a pragmatic, speaker. So you have to allow yourself to feel what you want to say before you say it and then communicate it, because the mind controls the emotions. Okay, the emotions don't control the mind unless you're out of balance. All right, so let's see what we got here. We're speaking wisdom with sodalite. All right, it's time to clear the clutter. You got selenite right here. Now selenite is a very good crown chakra stone, and it clears the mind. Okay, so not only are you getting sodalite to be able to speak the wisdom that really how you really do feel and how you see things and perceive things, okay, and what you think about them, but you're getting selenite to clear your thoughts. All right, so you got the selenite, and then you got to find a way to forgive with rhodonite. Okay, you got rhodonite right here, and you're giving yourself a way to forgive. So you're more solution oriented, Libra. You love harmony and balance and perfection. So that's where the rhodonite is coming in, because it'll go into your heart. Let me show you this again. The rhodonite will go into your heart and clarify and purify everything that's deeply in there. And it's been a while that it's been going on. So it's time for that. It's time for you to forgive yourself for allowing yourself to be in a position, and forgive the fact that whatever isn't working and right. And then you get hematite, so you can ground yourself. All right, now all air signs need grounding, right? Because that's a foundation that you can stand on, instead of just being flighty and talking about this and going from that subject going from that subject to that subject to that subject. You get to ground and make sure. Let me make sure you can hear me clearer. Okay, all right. So then that's what you want to do. You want to take the time to ground it and have a foundation of what you're speaking of with your partnerships, with your relationships, with your connections. Okay. So that's what you want to do. And then lighten up. You got the angel aura quartz. Go back to your life. Look at that, Libra. Look at that. Aren't you floating already? Okay, you're floating away. You said what you had to say. You got it off your chest, and now you got the angel aura quartz. Okay, to where you can lighten up. You can get to, whew. You finally said what you had to say, because what needed to be said. It's all about letting people know. Sometimes you have to let them go. That's what forgiveness is all about. All right. Sometimes you think it's about forgiving other people, but forgiveness is for yourself with the rhodonite right here. Okay, it's all about you saying, I forgive myself, or allowing myself to be in the position where I let someone contaminate my air. Okay, I let them in. Okay, so just get back to being laser focused on what you're doing. Now that you're lightened up, you get to get back to being laser focused on what works for you, what is going to continue to work for you, and your priorities for the end of the year, right? And then we got, what do we have here? Recall your dreams. All right, lepidolite. Okay, so now you have some dream recall. Where were you before whoever and whatever got you into the position where you were feeling like, I can't take this anymore. I can't deal with this anymore. You know, you have to analyze yourself and make sure that whatever it is, you were right about it. That's what Libras have to do a lot of times, because we want to speak from the truth, and then it's like we feel like we have to be right, you know, when other people are simply wrong, you know, and it's not necessarily that they're wrong. It's just it's creating a disharmony, and sometimes people are so used to focusing and functioning in dysfunction. That's not good for a Libra. Okay, Libra is always solution oriented, right? So it's time for you to recall your dreams and get creative with it. Okay, this is where you really are anyway. You want to get creative, you want to get back to your own creative zone and feel good about everything that you're doing. Okay, that's typically what us Libras do. Whenever we get upset, we get creative. We decide to do things that make things beautiful. Like we can rearrange a room really good and set things up artistically, and you would never even think. But a lot of times, the strongest people are the ones that people think don't need any help. And so you have to realize, okay, when you come off mentally, people, they don't see your emotions. Okay, so in your heart, there is time for you to get up and get moving. You got the bloodstone right there. All right, that, look at that. Get up and get moving. Let your heart heal. Okay, let it heal with bloodstone right here. You place that on your heart, and then you allow yourself to feel the healing. Feel the healing of clearing your chest, okay? Letting things get into the point where you realize from your heart you deserve the best. From your heart you deserve to be happy. Okay, you're naturally a floater. You're naturally in harmony with people, but typically Libras are one-on-one kind of people. So you have to allow yourself to say, maybe two other people can get close to me, but other than that, I can't deal with this whole crowd thing because my air gets contaminated. You're naturally empathic, okay? Air can be easily contaminated with bad sense, okay? And some people have bad energy, and so that might be an area that you have to forgive, where you're saying, okay, I thought this person was this, but they turned out to be the worst person in the world, so to speak. Okay, you have to allow yourself. I said this in the last reading. When people show you who they are, that's who they are. Okay, it's not. It's not. We always have a tendency to think that people are going to be like us, and then come back to balance. Oh, they didn't really mean that. Oh, if they would have known me, they wouldn't be accusing me of that. No, whoever they are, that's who they are. If you do not deserve to be tolerating a relationship. Okay, it's called relation. It's give and take and give. If what they're giving you isn't what you want to receive, then that's not a balanced relationship. If they don't know you by now, will they ever know you? Okay, because you don't have to tolerate mistreatment in relationships. That is I mean, Libras, whew, the level of tolerance for people that we don't even know, and we excuse them. It's not right. It's not right. Okay, so sometimes you have to let them go with that smoky quartz. Now, this is another one that's really good for clearing out your emotions, right? Because see, when you clear out your emotions, your mind gets a little bit clearer, right? You're carrying extra air, you're carrying extra polluted air, and it's time to let go of those things. It's no point in holding on to something that wouldn't hold, someone that wouldn't hold on, something that wouldn't hold on to you. Okay, they would treat you as if you're soft, as if you deserve the treatment. You know, when you're hurt, they're thinking you deserve it, and you have to realize that is not acceptable in a relationship. Okay, it's not acceptable. So that's why the sodalite is coming in, so you can speak, you can ground yourself in your own wisdom, and so you know what to say, and you know why you're going one way or another with the relationship. Okay, so now you get to be the bigger person with Jade. You got Jade. You get another heart healing stone. I mean, you could use Jade in a couple different places, look it up, but it's time for you to be the bigger person. Respect yourself from the inside and not expect everyone else to respect you more than you're allowing yourself to be respected, because not everyone sees you and values you, and you know that they value you more after you're gone. Tell me that's not the truth. They all of a sudden realize, oh, you were this and not that, and I was wrong and I mistreated you. But you don't have to always be the bigger person to them. You have to be the bigger person to yourself. Okay? This is the time where you choose you. We're in this Capricorn season now. Everything is about karma. Okay? So what you don't accept about yourself, that's only going to come back on you, because Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. So Saturn, I always like to say, Saturn is like that granddad where it's telling you, listen, you need to make sure that you're taking things in a traditional way. Like when someone is doing something to hurt you, it is not okay for you to keep going back like a moth to a flame burned by the fire. It's not. It's time for you to realize I am valuable from within. Okay, allow yourself to be valuable from within so you can live your purpose lightfully. Okay, in the light, you got the moonstone. Everything comes in cycles. We just came out of Sagittarius season, where you're more optimistic about things, and you could allow people to slide and everything, and it's just unfair. Right now, you're about to go into Mercury retrograde on the 29th, so you're going to get a lot of redo. And what you're hearing me say right now, you're going to start seeing it. You're going to say, wait a minute, that is true. There are some people that do not deserve to be in your life, Libra, because you're coming from a place of love. Your ruling planet is Venus. So you want everything to be sweet. You want everything to be poetic. You want everything to be beautiful. And you're coming from that place. But let's face it, there's a lot of people going around here with angry, 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 angry hearts. And then, of course, the Libra just walks right in there thinking you're going to heal everybody, you're going to balance everybody. But it's time for you to heal yourself, because Mars is in retrograde for you too. Okay? So allow yourself to realize there's more to your life than living for someone else's purpose, so that you can live your own purpose. It's called the cycle of life. You got the moonstone. Maybe you want to plant seeds of your own. With moonstone, it's about fertility as well. So it's all about you planting seeds of your own towards your purpose. We just had the new moon in Capricorn too. So it's all about your ambitions. You have the permission, as long as you give it to yourself, you have the permission to follow your purpose, all right? And start fresh with Chrysocolla. Look at that, okay? To start fresh. New moon, start fresh, Chrysocolla. There you go. You got wisdom and you got heart wisdom. You have it really deep inside your heart to make something of yourself this coming year. Okay? So you got the rest of this year to make that plan. I would say make the plan, start writing out the plan today. Start writing out the plan within the next 2 days of you seeing this message. Start writing out the plan. What are your intentions for this life going forward? Okay, what's your 1 month goal? What's your 3 month goal? What's your 6 month goal? What's your yearly goal? What is your long-term goal? That's what you can focus on mentally. Okay, that's what you can bring harmony into. Everybody's until January 12th, when Mars comes out of Gemini. It's going to be a lot of bickering, because Mars is a planet of strategy, but also you can have some anger in there. So they could see it from their vantage point, and then you're looking like, but this is supposed to go this way in order for harmony, peace, and balance, where they're saying, no, justice for me is more than justice for you. And you're the justice, you're the scales. So you're a unique person. So in anyone's life, a Libra is going to come in to balance. That is you. Okay, you got to watch your back, you got to watch the side, you got to watch it all, because you're here for that. Okay, but you have to prioritize yourself right there and loosen your grip on people that do not deserve to be held on to. That's a Amazonite, right? Find something amazing about yourself. Okay, find something amazing about yourself that you realize that people have not acknowledged. Remember that part of you. Okay, find that part of you and embrace it. Okay, find it and embrace it, but loosen up the grip to them. You just trade it on out. Haven't you ever been replaced? Haven't you ever felt replaced by people? Okay, now it's your turn to learn how to replace people too. Find what makes you feel amazing about yourself and focus on that going toward your future, because we just had the new moon. It's time for you to make the plan, and that will give you the peace within. Okay, not only that, it'll give you the intelligence. You have fluorite right here. Now, see, with fluorite, that's a mind stone too, okay? You see all those zigzags? Life goes through colors and changes. Some of the colors are more passionate, some of them are more bright, and look at that. This is where you got. Look into the light of the fluorite, okay? Think about it. Allow yourself to have a clear brain, a full mind, and a sharp focus on everything you got going on. You got azurite, it's letting you know. Keep a sharp focus, okay? Laser focus on your own life. We always have a tendency to think we can balance everyone else before we balance ourselves, and that is an issue. That is a major issue, to think that you can balance everyone else. You're the source of balance. So if you're coming from an imbalanced place, you might be seeing things like this and not seeing it perfectly clear, okay? So just allow yourself to feel free to pay attention to yourself and ignite your passion with the garnet, all right? Do this with passion, Libra. Allow yourself to ignite your passion to find your own peace within and be the bigger person, all right? Find your laser focus and let go of whatever is a distraction, okay? There's distractions these days, all right? But it is not the time of the year for you to see. The reason I'm mentioning that Capricorn is a karmic, it's a karmic season right now. So you're not trying to miss out on the next year of saying I was distracted, okay? Because air is flighty, okay? Air goes everywhere. So that's why you got the hematite to keep you grounded, all right? Get some, all right? And ground yourself. You can easily just go outside and sit on the ground too and think your thoughts and allow your feelings. And sometimes if you have to drop a tear or two, you can just do that when you're there, because all of a sudden the epiphany hits you. But really, it's all about you, Libra. It's all about you. Clear the clutter, all right? Clear the clutter, all right? Speak your wisdom, speak your truth, and find a way to forgive yourself first. It's not about forgiving everyone else when you think of forgiveness. It's about you. It's looking at you and saying, listen, I walked into that. I saw, hindsight says, I saw red flags on people. And you have to deal with relationships. You've been dealing with it in your fourth house and your seventh house. So you're probably at your wit's end, but now it's time for a new beginning, and follow your own good karma. Right now is the season for it. We just had the new moon. So it's all about you. And thank you so much for watching, Lyra. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.